friends, it's Sheri here, and today talking about really special thing that happened last weekend. Oh my god, it's already been a week. But yes, I went to Korea. So I had the Korea trip actually planned, and then Xeed announced they had a fan sign on the 2nd. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make that. Oh well. And then they announced the fan sign on the 8th. And I'm like, oh, I'm in Korea on the 8th. On the 9th? I'm in Korea on the 9th. On the 10th? I'm in Korea on the 10th. So we went to 3 days of a Xeed fan sign. I'm actually really thankful and lucky that I managed to get in all 3 days. You know, it's never assured. And so it's just all magical. It was all magical. Now I have to have so many notes here because it's gonna be a lot to talk about. This might end up actually being 2 videos, but weekend with Xeed, going to 3 Xeed fan signs in a row. In a row. Okay, so first of all, this was my second time. How do I say this? I guess second chunk of time seeing them in person, because I previously went to 2 fan signs back when they were doing Blue promotions, and these fan signs are sort of not promotion fan signs. They're still selling the Blue albums, but it's kind of like a little bit of a anniversary fan sign because their debut anniversary was on the 1st of December. So just timing wise, it was really, really lucky. Okay, so you guys seen videos, and I don't know how many of y'all actually watch a lot of my other videos, but I am pretty, I talk a lot, I curse a lot, I'm just this. Xeed are not getting this version of me. They're not quite getting this. Maybe Bao's getting a version of that. They're getting anxiety me because I am always so damn anxious. I am so damn anxious, borderline panic attack level anxious when I'm at these fan signs. Honestly, I don't know if I might apply for future fan signs just because this makes me so nervous and so anxious, and I kind of end up making a fool of myself. I'll tell you more about that. But the funnest thing about the fan signs is of course, seeing Xeed again, but also my friends also got into the fan signs. So in the end, between all 3 fan signs, we had 4 to 5 people that I knew that were my friends at each fan sign. It was just amazing experience. Going alone and making friends is great, but going with your friends and then just sort of cheering each other on, recording for each other when you're on stage is just beautiful. Okay, I'm trying to move on to the main point. I wrote notes and they're not helping. So first start off on day 1, the Friday. What was it? 5 of my friends got in, and I was just astounded, including me? Including me? Yes. I was just oh, how did this work? And we had one girlie flying in from America the day before just to go to the fan sign, and it was just, we were all very excited. Right before the fan sign, there were also fan calls, and my friend got fan calls too. So she was talking to them, and she told, I think it was Doa first. She's oh yeah, I'm with Greenie, and she you're not supposed to technically, but she kind of just panned over, and I'm just there hi, and I was oh, Sheri, it's Sheri, why are you here? Because they know I don't live in Korea. So she's and then it's the same thing with her Jaemin call, and she was further away, and then she pans over to me, and at first he's kind of very formal. He's 안녕하세요. 어? 이거 쉐리 아니야? 쉐리 맞아요? what the heck are you doing here? And I'm hi, surprise. But okay. Now we got in, we got set up. I was in the 20s, so I wasn't last row, but I was pretty darn close to being last row. And the thing about the fan signs is they don't have tables, and I don't have a big enough phone stand, so I'm just there okay, I can't really set up anything to film really well. So, oh no, was I last row? No, I was second to last row. and there were 5 people per row. Yeah, so it wasn't the best position, but the boys walked in, and I'm like, Jamin's hair. He got a haircut, and his hair is now dyed brown. Well, I say now, of the time of filming, his hair is dyed brown. And I was like, new hair, okay, slay. And they walked around, got to the front, and it was just so magical seeing them again. I'm super shy. But okay, moving on. I have to move on. This video will be like 6 hours long. Okay, so going up to the members, and there were a lot of cute interactions with my friends. It was all just very adorable. But my turn to go up, and the first one up was Yuo, and you immediately was just like, hi, Rockstar, because he calls me Rockstar because of my hair. And I'm like, hello, sir. And I kind of launched into immediately talking about how he recently mentioned he was into the Rose. And if you guys know me and the Rose, we go way back. No, wait. Me and the Rose. I got this from Rev. It's so cute. Don't you? Anyway, focus. Sorry. So, I was just like, it's really funny because the Rose was my first fan sign, and then Xeed were my second fan sign, and you like the Rose, I like the Rose, awesome. And he's just like, oh, you like the Rose? And then he's just like, my favorite song is, and he started singing back to me. I think we got for the whole first verse, and then he went into the guitar break. And he said that he really liked how Woo-sung can sing and play the guitar. And he's like, I want to learn the guitar. I'm like, you go for it, dude. I believe in you. He's like, it's really hard. I'm like, I believe in you. You got this. I believe in you. And let's see about the question I asked him. Oh, yeah. So for this fan sign, I asked all the members to describe me in one word. And he just wrote Rockstar. And he said at the very end that my hairstyle reminded him of Bobby. And I had to look this up because I didn't remember when Bobby had this hair. But during Bling Bling era, he had the two-toned hair. So it's like, boy, you went deep in. Okay, respect, iconic respect. We have the oppa. So I said, he's like, oh, long time no see. And I talked to him because I knew he liked Pikachu. And so I went through this thing of being like, congrats on your first year debut anniversary. You did so freaking well. And like, you like Pokemon, right? And he apparently likes all of first generation Pokemon. It's like, you like Pikachu? Cause come here. Pika Pika! Pikachu! Pikachu! Okay, I feel like I did better on the day. He was shooketh. He was chair back, like, what is this thing? Like, shooketh. And I'm like, heh. Well, I wish I was like, heh. I was more like, God, kill me. Because it hits you that there are 29 other girlies in the room, and you just did that. So... But of course, I was dying of embarrassment. It's so much easier when I'm alone with a camera. But so he was just like, you gotta do your Pikachu impressions more often. At this moment, Yuo, to the girl he's talking to, not even to me, just goes, You see me squaring up like I'm actually gonna fight this man? Like he couldn't just bench press me? He's got muscles the size of bigger than this. Like, jeez. But yeah, so that was interesting and fun. And I later did go up to the girlie he was talking to and just was like, I am sorry that happened. I don't know what came over me where I didn't want to take away your attention or time. And she's just like, Pika, it's fine. And I'm like, what am I doing? Notes. Oh, are you guys enjoying any of this? Because it's mostly just me making an absolute joke of myself at fan signs and then telling y'all. Right, Bao was next. And so the thing about Bao is he speaks with a lot of aegyo when he's comfortable with you. And so as soon as I like make eye contact with you, he's just like, 오랜만이다! And I match his energy. I try my best to match their energy, so you know. And I just go, 오랜만이다! And then we just like start making noises at each other. Like that's how usually it is. It's just noises and aegyo. And I noticed like no oppa's like trying to fix his table, so I assumed that I accidentally moved it. So I turn over and be like, "Oh, 죄송합니다. I'm sorry about that, bro." And he's like, "No, not you." And Bao, I think, also just starts going, 죄송합니다, like sorry. And I'm just like, "Yeah, sorry." And then he goes, "We got very excited because we haven't seen each other in a while." And I'm like, "Yes," but I didn't fully understand him, so just like, 모르겠어요. Like, I don't know. He's like, why don't you know? 왜 뭐라? And I'm like, 몰라. And we just start making noises. We just make noises at each other, okay? It's just us things. So it's really interesting because I think me and Bao have the most similar in terms of like personality, with just how like, I don't know what the word is, just quirky we are. But I don't really show it that much in the fan signs because I'm so nervous. And I'm trying not to be the weird like American in the room, you know, even though I am the weird American in the room. So that's it. They don't know how mentally ill I am yet, and I don't necessarily need to show them that for now. Focus. I am so sorry, guys. So I always try to match Bao's energy. We talk a little bit, and the most important part was I told him like, "Oh my gosh, Bao, congrats on your first year debut. Your vlog was really good. I do vlogs. I know how absolutely like horrible how hard editing is. You like killed it." And he starts like fake crying, like and I'm like, yeah, I understand, bro, I get it, like you did so good on that vlog, like you go you. And okay, we really gotta move on, we're making this along. So that he guys, go watch his vlog. He edited it, he filmed and edited it himself. Like, go Bao, go. Shun. Okay, so Shun, every time I get in front of Shun, because he is so pretty, he is so handsome, pretty, like, like, I just sit in front of him and I just go like, head empty, like, hello. And he's also very, I don't know, like his mannerisms are very like calm and elegant and charming kind of, so I'm just like, okay, no big movements, like, hello, good sir. Except not this calm. And what did I tell him? I'm telling like, yo, good job on the album and on the one here. And he's like, I told him I'm looking forward to, you know, your next album. He goes, what concept do you like want us to try? And I blank because I'm like, oh, what concept don't I want them to try? So I say that, I was like, all the concepts. And he just looks at me like I'm stupid. He's just like, what concept do you want us to try? All of them, all the concepts, every concept, do every concept. Guys, I'm just stupid, okay? I'm just like, every concept, all the concepts, please. Concept kings, you know, do every single concept ever. Like, keep giving me music and albums and everything. Like, you know, just keep making stuff, please. I was nervous, is my excuse for how stupid I am. But I was just like, all the concepts. And, oh, he was the sweetest. So, I asked him, you know, to describe me in one word, and he put like sunflower in Korean, and then he was just like, you know what this is? And I'm like trying to read the Korean, I'm like, I know. And he's like, sunflower. And I'm like, that is possibly the nicest thing a man has ever said to me, genuinely. And on to our biased Jamin, who always looks at me like what the fuck are you doing here? Like bitch, you can't get rid of me. Not that I would ever say that to his face. We'll get there. But he's just like, what are you doing here? And then I was like, I'm here to see you, which he didn't quite understand. He's like, eh? I'm just like, I'm here to see you again, you know, cause I miss you, bro. I miss you. I missed you. And he's like, I missed you too. And I'm like, and I complimented him on his hair. He was saying on Bubble later how he wasn't that confident with the hair, but I think it looks really good on him. Honestly, it looks good. It makes him look younger for sure, but you know, it looks good on him. I asked him, do you know what to describe me in one word? And boy wrote, how close can I get? Jaemins in Korean. Jaemins. Jaeminike. And I'm watching him write this, and I'm like I think I say in the video just like, 재민씨 이거 안 돼요. Like sir, you cannot write this. Like gosh golly me. And he looks at me like, and he points at it like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. You're Delulu. No, I was just really nervous, like, okay. But at this point, staff was telling us to move on, and I was just like, okay. And then he wrote, as staff is like breathing down his neck, he's like, right. Just you know, making sure I understood the dynamic. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right, bro. Moving on to day 2. Day 2 started off quite terrible. Okay, I will say, day 2, I decided to get the album signed to my friend who really missed Bao. She's a Bao bias, and she really missed Bao, but because of work issues, she couldn't get a fan call in a while. So you know what? And I don't need that many signed albums. At this point, I didn't know if I had gotten into the last fan sign or not. They revealed it after this fan sign, after the Saturday fan sign. So I was just like, you know, like this might be like the last fan sign that I get into. I don't need all these albums. I will just get it signed to her, and she's gonna be really happy about it. But we got to the venue, and once again, Girly was in second to last row. View was ass. Absolutely ass. And as the boys walked in, they got on the table, and Doha Oppa was like, yo, make some noise! And like, there was very polite, woo, woo, woo. And then there's just me being like, yeah! And I'm like dying. Physically dying inside. Like, I would have offed myself. I'm like turning over to my friends, like, I can't do this. And it was just, I was just so loud. And then Doha's like, please, sir, don't. The funny thing was, Bao like tried to compete with me to be like, who's louder, and I think I won. Technically, I think I win. I am the loud American. I win. But I was at that point, right, just ready to off myself, and at a level of embarrassment that was really so damn high that I was like, maybe I should just leave. Maybe I should just go. Maybe like I don't need to be here. I can just go, right? But I'm like, okay. Gotta be calm. I had to go over to my friend Betty, and I'm like, girly, like, I'm gonna, I can't do this. And she calmed me the F down, because she's like, I didn't even notice, like, you know, what are you talking about? It's all fine. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, I'm in the corner just like, we can do this, we can do this. And I don't know, right? So this might be me, Delulu, speaking, but I don't know if Jaemin actually saw me or he was doing a heart to someone else. But I look over and he's like holding a heart out, kind of like, because he's directly in front of me, and he's holding a heart out like this. And I just like look at him. I'm like, he's so pretty. And he's just like, and so I'm like, me, like, I hold out a heart too. And then he does this thing where he just goes, like, I can't even, it's so much cuter when he does it. It's because he's like cat. He's a part cat, or he just like, he like nose scrunched at me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this. And again, this could just be me, Delulu, and he was doing that like for someone else's camera or whatever, but it was a sweet moment in my mind, okay? Okay, not on YouTube, sorry. So, right, so he might have seen it, might have not. Just scrunch nose. I like when he scrunches his nose. It's the weirdest thing to like, but okay. So, first off, starting off was Yuo again, and I went up to Yuo. I told him my friend's name, and it sounded, I guess, to him like the CL song, That Is Female. Is that right? And he just started going, Onnia, Oni. And of course, I love that song. So I joined in like, Onnia. And he looks shook, like, why do you know this? And I'm like, sir, do you know how long I've been into K-pop? Did not actually say that. But that was really cute. And then for this one, I had the question of, oh, wrong album. I had the question of, so this, Yuo likes to be called, and boy wrote Prince. Just Prince. So I'm like, I just immediately at the end was just like, 원자님, which is Prince, formal? Prince? In Korean. And he was just like, oh, 공주님, like, oh, yeah. He was a little bit shooketh. I finally made that man shooketh. And so that's some sort of mission crossed off, accomplished. Shin also did the Nia thing, and I'm just like, you guys really are friends. This is a fun time. Again, he was so handsome. And I was just like, why are you so handsome? 왜 너무 잘생겼어요? And then I told him, K-drama 남자 주인공 비슷해. Like, I told him in my terrible Korean, that he looked like the male lead of a K-drama. Like, he does. Like, even when you go on his Instagram and you see him, like, in the long coats and the scarf, like, this, like, K-drama male lead. He is a K-drama male lead. You cannot convince me otherwise. And then and this is when I find out how playful he is. He just goes, really? And he just starts, like, getting closer to my face, and I'm like, good sir. And I'm just dying on the table, like, good sir, go away. Go away. No, go away. Go away. Not quite like that, but just dying on the table. He's laughing at me, and I'm just like, you cannot do this. You cannot do this, good sir. Okay. Right, colors. Sorry, I'm all over the place. There's so much to talk about. So I asked him about his favorite color. I asked him about his favorite color, and he wrote all this. So he first wrote down blue, and then wrote down black, and then white. I'm like, oh, blue, because the album's blue. He says, no. I always liked blue. I'm like, sir. He's like, no, I always like blue. And then he wrote down green, and I'm like, green, like greeny. And he goes, no, I like dark green. That is the most straightforward answer. I'm like greeny, like the fandom. No, I like dark green. Mr. Cry. I'm just staring at him like, do you fan service? No, not at all? Okay, my bad. Right. Okay. 너 오빠. So here's where we get like a little bit emotional. So again, I thought this maybe I wasn't going to get into the next day's fan sign, so I thought, okay, this is the last fan sign, and I don't know when they're making their comeback, and they're flying to Japan afterwards. I might as well tell him something that I've been really meaning to tell him, which is that he is the only person thus far that I've really been comfortable just calling oppa directly like that, instead of, because with the other members, when I talked to them in Korean, I tried to like be really respectful and formal, so it's always Jaemin 씨, Bao 씨, Shun 씨, Yuo 씨, well now it's Yuo 원자님. But with like Doa, I can comfortably call him like oppa, Do oppa, and I told him I have anxiety, and so I'm like scared of people, and at this point I was like at the height of a certain level of anxiety. So I was just like, I am so thankful to you, because you are such a warm person that when I talk to you, I'm not that nervous, not that scared. It's very comforting to talk to you. Not in as accurate as words, because my Korean's terrible, but it's just like you're a very warm person and it's comfortable, you know, to just call you oppa. And I'm scared of people, but like I'm not scared of you. You're very bright and warm. And he was just like, call me oppa. And I'm like, okay, oppa. I hope he understood it. I don't know if he fully got it, but he seemed very like, you know, about it. And I just wanted to get that off my chest because I've been thinking it for a while. Okay. Next is Jaemin, and again, since I wasn't sure if I was going to the next day's fan sign, I'm like, okay, might as well get a lot of the things I wanted to say out. And if you guys know me well, you know I despise December for a variety of reasons that I won't get into too much detail in, but I really dislike December. But I did have my first fan call with Jaemin in December, and then here I was again meeting him in person in December. So I told him, like, you know, I hate December, but you make December slightly better. And again, not in those words, because my Korean is shit, bro. But hopefully he understood it. And then in one of our first fan calls, he sang me a bit of Jonghyun's Before I Spring after he found out I really like SHINee and I really like Jonghyun. And so I just felt like the lyrics were very good for that moment. So I started being like, you know, 우리 봄이 오기 전에 따뜻하기 전에, and he joined in, and I'm gonna like keep this moment in my brain forever. And yeah, I just thanked him for the fact that, like, you know, just really thankful. I was just really thankful. Not to get too emotional. It was supposed to be a fun YouTube video for fans. Right. Now this post-it. So I asked him, right, what do I, Sheri, mean to him? And I use my IRL name because they know me more by my IRL name. And so I asked him that, and like, thinking that he just wrote, like, you know, like, my fan, you know, my love, something like that, just his usual fan service. Well, he wrote, my life. And I'm like, sir, that's a lot of responsibility. No, I'm just kidding, but it's very sweet. It's very sweet of him. That's very sweet of him. Okay, and then, oh yeah, and this isn't the album that signed. The album they signed to my friend's name is in the hands of my other friend, who is going to send it to her. Yeah. Finally, we have Bao, who is my friend's bias. So I spent the whole time just telling him, like, you know, like, my friend, like, is this person. And he's like, I know that. And I'm like, could you please write them, like, a little note? They really miss you a lot. They've been working really hard, and so they miss their chance to do a video call with you. And it kind of goes just like, oh, ande, Bao. You know, in his very Bao way. But yeah, I lost my place. Yes. And he wrote the sweetest little note that I will not be sharing because it is to my friend. But Bao is just also very, very, very sweet. Like, all of the boys are just really sweet. They're really great. Okay, day 3. And I think I might stop this part here. Well, day 3 will be part 2, because this is already a very long video. Maybe I should do 3 parts. No, it's okay. So day 3 will be in a separate video. Part 2, please also watch that. Yeah, thank you for watching part 1. I will see you in part 2. Bye bye.